Welcome to my channel. To help you have many choices when caring for orchids at home using natural methods. In this video, I continue to share new methods. Helps orchids grow healthily and comprehensively. The orchid has many flower branches and blooms brilliantly. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any tips on how to grow and care for orchids. This is Lemo. You peel the lemon. Lemon peel with many characteristic essential oil compounds. Very good at killing and repelling insects. Cut into small pieces. Put it in a jar. Next is coffee. Put 2 teaspoons in the pot. Add 0.5 liters of boiling water. Cover and incubate for 3 hours. You pour 500 milliliters of warm water into the cup. Cut the lemon in half. Squeeze a half lemon into a glass of water. Stirred. Use a cotton ball to absorb the lemon juice solutio. Then clean both top and bottom sides of the orchid leaves. Helps leaves clean of dirt, mold, and insects residing on leaves. Cleaning the leaves regularly will keep your orchid lush and shiny. The stomata will open and the plant will photosynthesize better. It also helps quickly heal leaf damage. With abundant vitamin C, it will help strengthen the plant's resistance. Three hours later, take the coffee solution and stir well. Then filter out the residue. Filter through a thin layer of cheesecloth to retain the smallest coffee residue. Dilute further with 2 liters of water. Mix the 2 solutions together to create a liquid fertilizer that is very good for orchids. Method 1. You water each orchid with this liquid fertilizer. Coffee contains many minerals and organic substances that help provide nutrients for orchids to grow. It contains very high levels of nitrogen, potassium, and magnesium. Important nutritional elements for the healthy growth of orchids. It stimulates orchids to bloom early with more vibrant flowers. If you water your orchids regularly every 1–2 weeks, it will be very good. Once a month, you can soak the orchid pot in this fertilizer solution for about 20–30 minutes. Method 2. You use a spray bottle containing the solutio. And spray mist on all orchid leaves and roots. This method has the same effect as using foliar fertilizer. Provides plants with nutrients that are easy to penetrate and absorb through the leaf surface. With powerful antioxidant compounds. This type of fertilizer will help orchids increase their resistance. Protect orchids from developing comprehensively from roots, stems, and leaves. Promotes buds and flowers to bloom. Regularly water your orchid every 2 weeks. This way, with simple methods, you can care for your orchids. grows healthily from roots, stems, and leaves. This stimulates orchids to bud and bloom more. So that you have more choices for taking care of orchids at home using natural methods. Helps orchids stay green and healthy. And blooms many brilliant, long-lasting flowers. Today I will introduce to you a new type of organic fertilizer. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos on how to grow and care for orchids. To make this fertilizer, you need cucumbers. – 100 grams of cucumber. Cut into peaks. Put it in the blender. Add 0.5 liters of water. Puree. Then, filter out the residue. The next ingredient is baking soda. Add 1 teaspoon of baking soda to the jar. Stir well until they dissolve completely in the solutio. Add 2 liters of water, and you have a liquid fertilizer for orchids. Method 1. You water the base and roots of the orchid with this liquid fertilizer. Cucumbers are rich in minerals and vitamins. Very good support for orchid development. This fertilizer contains iron, calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Stimulates orchids to develop roots quickly and bloom more beautifully. Blooming orchids will be very large and brightly colored. Flowers can stay on the branches for up to 6 months. You should water orchids every 2 weeks to provide nutrients for the plant. Method 2. You use a spray bottle containing the solutio. Mist water the entire orchid plant. Spray alternately the top and bottom sides of the leaves and the leaf interstices. Helps wash away dirt, clean insects from orchids, and disinfect the entire plant. Cucumber juice helps increase photosynthesis in orchids, speeding up metabolism. At the same time, it enhances plant resistance very well and reduces the risk of pests. Watering orchids periodically every 2 weeks will give very good results. Method 3. Use cotton balls to soak in the solutio. Gently wipe both sides of the orchid leaves. In addition to helping leaves stay clean of dirt and insects, it also provides orchids with a certain amount of nutrients. Penetrates through leaf surface. Baking soda helps kill mold and repel insects. It also helps stimulate orchids to flower earlier and more brilliantly. You should wipe the leaves at least once a month. For plants to grow healthily and comprehensively. Hopefully, the above information will be useful for you in the process of caring for orchids at home. I'd love to know where in the world you guys come from. Today, I will share with you how to restore and propagate orchids. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any tips on how to grow and care for orchids. This is an orchid whose roots have withered. I cut off all these withered roots. Put candle wax on the top of the cut. Then wash the orchid branches with clean water. Use a cloth or cotton ball to dry the orchid branches. Then let it dry naturally for 3–5 hours. Use 10 grams of fresh ginger. Wash and dry. Cut ginger into small pieces. Ginger contains a lot of essential oils and powerful antioxidant compounds. Helps disinfect very well. Put ginger in jar. Add 0.5 liters of warm water. Cover and incubate for 3 hours. Three hours later. Nutrients have dissolved into the water. Filter out the residue. Dilute the solution further with 2.5 liters of water. Use a cotton ball to absorb the ginger juice. Solutio. Gently wipe the orchid branch thoroughly. Helps disinfect orchid branches very well. Then soak the root in ginger water solution for 30 minutes. After that, continue to soak the moss in ginger water solution for 30 minutes. I cut a plastic bottle in half, then washed it with water. Then dry the plastic bottle. In the bottom of the plastic bottle, make small holes for drainage. After 30 minutes, squeeze out the ginger juice from the moss. Spread a thin layer of moss on the bottom of the plastic vase. Place the orchid branch on top. Then use the remaining moss to cover the base of the orchid branch. Every 3-5 days, spray mist to keep the orchid branches moist. Use the top of a plastic bottle with air holes to cover the orchid and keep it in a cool place. 4 weeks later, new roots have grown many and are healthy. With abundant nutrients, ginger helps stimulate orchids to grow roots very well. Now, you can plant the orchid in a pot. And take care of it like a normal orchid. Hope the above information will be useful to you. Thank you for watching the video. Good luck. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.